Okay, welcome back to the review section. So going back to the article, a lot of people argue that this system can actually be biased from the start. So it could be under the designer's prejudice and really affect the hiring process. Prejudice.
Prejudice.
So that's one argument, and another one is that the accuracy of facial recognition technology is far from perfect. Accuracy.
Accuracy.
So London's Metropolitan Police actually tried to use this technology to identify possible suspects, but it ended up failing 80% of the time.
Right.
So can we actually trust this to hire people?
Right, this new alternative way of hiring people can be quite inaccurate, I think, as well as I can understand though that AI is becoming entrenched in our everyday lives.
Alternative.
Alternative.
Entrenched.
Entrenched. I don't think, in my personal point of view, and I'm not a technician or anything, but I don't think we are at the level of where we can trust AI to make such judgments within the job situation.
Right. There definitely needs to be some kind of alternative, right? So what do you think about this? Do you feel as though we could determine how somebody will be performing at a job just based on their interview alone?
Not at all. I think most people lie on their interview. So
yes.
I think most people always put their best foot forward at the interview, which is, I guess, what we all do. We all want to show how good we are at working, but we all want a job. The only reason why we all want a job is to earn money. So we have to make sure we look presentable at the start of the interview. But in my opinion, I'm not sure that everyone's interview really reflects who they are as a worker.
Right.
So I think AI definitely couldn't detect that, in my opinion.
Right.
What do you think?
So I do believe that companies have several stages of interviews to try and filter applicants to see how they would work, but I really agree with you. I don't think we can determine how somebody would perform unless they're kind of giving a practical trial or examination. That would be the best way, but even then the conditions are very different from real life work. So yeah, I completely agree with you.
Well, what are some common mistakes people make when hiring, and what makes it difficult to find the right person?
Oh, that's a tough question. I feel as though people kind of misjudge applicants, especially in a group application.
Right.
People suffer from nerves, but could perform extremely well. So I often hear that people failed interviews for very, very minute reasons, especially when nerves get the best of them. Because interviews are different than real working environments. So I feel as though there could be a lot of misjudgment going on, and that's where people go wrong. But yeah, how about you?
I think references aren't called upon enough when it comes to hiring. I know that this is an extra step for the HR department. However, the best people to ask in most cases, not in all cases, is the people who worked with them previously. Therefore, I think it would eliminate the possibility of hiring a bad person. However, this also has negative effects. You might have had a bad employer who would only say bad things about you. So it's pretty hard to judge a character regardless of how well you think you are. But yeah, I think from my point of view, the old school way of just calling up to see how well this person works is very important to the hiring process.
Right, and maybe we'll even get an AI referencing caller. So yeah, that would definitely be interesting to see how this AI technology advances in the future. I don't think I would like to be interviewed by an AI.
I know that I have done video interviews, but where I don't actually speak to anyone. They give me questions and I have to record my, my response.
Right.
However, I've never had to do it through AI.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Well, okay, that does it for the review section, and we'll see you in the next unit.